Hello, sunshines. Welcome to the Marriott Fort Lauderdale Airport. I'm just here to park the car. What I want to say, it's a mission, but I don't really ever do this. Maybe I'll explain later. But I'm flying. Well, okay, I'm on my way to a cruise, one of those far-flung cruises, a new experience. And to get those new experiences, I can't stay in Florida because they don't come here. I am on my way to Santo Domingo, but the best flight times, it's crazy, out of Fort Lauderdale, they're either way too early or way too late or super expensive. So, Spirit was $169 for honestly a pretty good time. The problem is, it's at Fort Lauderdale, and the Uber both ways would have been over $200. So I thought, okay, let me just park here for $100. Okay, not a problem, except the airport shuttle only runs on the hour, and that would get me to Fort Lauderdale Airport like right at boarding time. And for whatever reason, Spirit they board an hour before international flights. I don't know. Okay, I haven't flown Spirit in a very long time. In a very, very long time. I ordered a wait and save lift, just $16. It'll get me there with enough time theoretically to get to the gate, like right at boarding time, which is fine, totally fine. Okay, you know what? That's the experience. But I mean, it's a pretty good price, and it's covered too. It's a garage and everything like that, which all the other lots are, they're like surface lots. Not really thrilled about that. So yeah, I think if I'd known, I would have gotten here a little bit earlier and taken the every hour bus. And I'm gonna fly Spirit. Can you believe it or not? However, weirdly, we are literally right across from headquarters in Spirit. Now, I thought they were in Pembroke Pines for some reason. I didn't realize they were here. And I guess this is them right here. Oh, you know what? Maybe they just moved. This looks brand new. This whole area is pretty new. Yeah, well, there's the Spirit yellow. I know their operations center might be over there, and the bosses, bean counters all sit in here. Okay, well, hey, there you go. It's a sign that everything's gonna go okay. Since I have time, this sailing, it's only a week, out of La Romana, is not just a pack light, not just a carry-on, it is a personal item. I have just the backpack, and it should fit comfortably in the sizer. So we'll see. Hopefully they let me on. I know, crazy, right? Just an FYI, really, when you're doing the long-term parking, it is valet only. I'm not really thrilled about that. I do prefer to park here myself. I kind of get it, but it's fine. However, they don't charge you the valet rate. It's only the regular overnight guest rate. So that's a plus. And I prepaid. I don't know if that makes it any different or whatever, but I prepaid because reasons. And I guess maybe you can do that here. I don't know, but I prepaid. The posted rate is the same, so maybe I only paid the $5 fee. Huh. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It doesn't really matter. But yeah. Just here at valet at the Marriott. You can't valet at the AC. I think that's the other side of the property, but you have to valet here at the Marriott. What a nightmare. The traffic here is okay. I'm sorry. A sheriff's department should not be operating a parking or a traffic situation. I know that sounds crazy, but the traffic here is terrible. There's no excuse. The traffic at port is always terrible, and there's no excuse. Shockingly, though, it looks like the federal agency has it together. I know, wild. Made it through the show. There was a line outside the terminal over at Terminal 1, like a long, out and back line. Started to get worried. It could have been for check-in. It was for Southwest. Who knows? Or, I don't know, with all the drama with Southwest lately, who knows? But over here, I guess this is new. I've never been here before. Okay, it's not too bad. I have 10-15 minutes before boarding, I guess. Let's take a quick respite. Flight is not too long. It's only, block time is 2 hours and 10 minutes, so the flight's probably an hour and 45 minutes. All right. Well, I don't know. I kind of know where I'm going. Ding-dang. Okay, it's G14 back there, not G4. I'm headed to G4. Okay. Yes, I wish. Well, maybe a few people would watch more. Which is fine, because technically they should have just started boarding. Like I said, I have not flown on Spirit in over 5 years. Or when did I go to Carowinds? Oh no, that was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, I think that was the last time. So I don't really know what the procedure is. One thing that I was expecting was like texts and messages to upgrade or bid for upgrades. When I flew somewhere, I got the big front up seat both times for like cheap, like really cheap, like $20 cheap, I think. But this time, no. I mean, if they're booked, that's fine. But not even like an offer, like to upgrade my seat. I have a window, so it's fine. I'm in no rush either. So I know. Oh boy. Hey, you know what? Whatever it takes, you know, whether I fly, you know, full flagship first or no frill Spirit economy, you know what? I am all good. I'm on my way to a cruise. And with the traffic situation here and over at the port, the problem is these bureaucrats, when you point this out, that it's inconvenient, it wastes time for the guests and everything like that, I guarantee they're just going to look at you and be like, well, maybe you should try to get there 3 hours early. No, you don't make your problem ours. You fix your problem. Just walked up to read the FID just to see if there's anything going on. Everything's, well, nothing posts as delayed. And she started reading off a bunch of names, and I heard my name. I'm like, oh boy. Then it clicked. They do need to physically verify the passport. And since I didn't go to check-in, that was all. All these people need to do that. For whatever reason, I expected there to be like more flights to Santo Domingo or not, is it Punta Cana? No, where La Romana is. But no, there's a Caribbean airline, but they're also like at 7 a.m. American was like at 6 a.m. And then late at night. I am flying into Santo Domingo. I said I have a mission, maybe this afternoon, we'll see, but I was a little bit shocked that there weren't many options. Everybody goes there on a cruise. I've only been there on a cruise ship, right? So flying down there it's another new experience. How about that? There you go. That's how I'm going to look at this. And what can we buy here? All the normal stuff. Okay. Well, hopefully we get boarded soon. I downloaded a show called Animal Control. I don't know. It looks like one of those dopey comedies. Wow. This is the personal item cruise. 7 days. It wasn't that difficult. In one of the cruise vlogs, I'll show you everything I brought. I was also thinking about doing a wear only, meaning just walk on board with what I'm wearing, no bags. Well, okay, maybe the fanny pack for the battery and stuff, but that's it. Just wear everything. It would be practical to do that on like Margaritaville Paradise. If it was like 2 days or 3 days, I think I could pull that off. We'll see what happens when I go check her out. All right, they're doing all the assisted boardings now. And they did send a couple of emails saying like, you know, you have to be there an hour ahead of time. Apparently not. But yes, I was actually worried when I saw that line over at Southwest. I was like, oh, great, you know, because of the line that was for, you know, the TSA show, and it was the same thing over here. We'll probably still be in it, but nope. Literally walked right through because the machines don't work. I'm in Group 5, which is fine, but I also have a window seat, and I would think that they would, and I'm solo, so I would think that they would put window seats lower in the groups to get you through there, because I don't want to get to my row and have to like wait for, you know, 2 people to get out. I don't know. In my ever optimistic self, I'm thinking maybe this just means there's nobody else in the row with me. That would be awesome. When I went to check in, like every seat around me was an option to buy. I know that doesn't really mean anything because a lot of people don't. They just assign them at the end, but who knows? Maybe it does mean something. Let me know, what do you think? Oh, subscribe. And then let me know, what do you think? Do they optimize it to that level, or do they just whatever? Alrighty then, they on people by facial rec, which is slower than scanning a barcode. It just is. But it's fine because that just means there's a smaller line here in the jet bridge. And plus 10 to the Spirit passengers on this flight for lining up orderly in the correct line, divided by group. Nobody was trying to cut on either side. Okay. Good. That's awesome. Okay, well, let's hope for an empty row. Probably not gonna happen. Oh, I have no idea. You can't really tell by the number of people because it's very busy in there, and there's still a lot of people sitting. So who knows? Maybe this flight's half full. If I was only like $8, I can live without it. All right, here we go. They let me on. 1 hour 51 minutes to Santo Domingo. I'm howdy. How you doing? I'm just kind of hanging out here to see what the seating situation is. I know. I'm naughty. Yes, the Spirit seats. There's literally like, it's probably like a quarter-inch, I guess, fiberglass or something like that. It is a huge weight savings, and it makes a difference. It really does. Okay, there's nobody else walking this way. Okay, everyone, cross your fingers. I know it's a done deal, but just come on, pray, subscribe, then hope. That's 15 minutes. The door should be closed. All right. Well, lucky me. One of the gate agents came back. Looked like she was looking for somebody. A number of people switched. She didn't ask for anybody. I hope they weren't looking for me. Why would they be looking for me? They're not looking for me. Okay. They could be looking for me. I just want to remind everyone, I didn't do it. And they can't prove it. That's it. Door closed. All right, this one says howdy. The other one, it doesn't have the, winglet. It doesn't have the winglet. It has the shark fin. Okay, 1 hour 51 minutes now. I know, oh my god. This is the day before, although with the way this cruise line boards, I could have just flown in tomorrow. It's fine, like I said. But I do have a reservation for tonight. That's just at an airport hotel, and I have to figure out how to get to the cruise port because it's not far, but it's not close. And like the cruise line does not offer any transfers, and there's like no shared, like even if in the airport, it's very weird. So I'm just gonna ask at the hotel if they like have a company they work with or something. I mean, worst case scenario, I just have to book a private transfer and do that. Hopefully, the cruise line will offer something on the way back. I'm just kind of winging it, you know. I have, I can't say I've never. This is only the second time. Wait, is it? That I've cruised out of the Caribbean. Yeah, Barbados was the first, so this is the second. Hey, I wanted something new. +10 to Spirit. We are out of here on time. Pushing back. Actually, don't know what direction the airport is going. I think it's going west. That's fine. I will get a view of not much. They're like big minions. All right, I guess we take off east, up the ramp. All right, now I start to wonder if I've ever done that before. Probably once, at least once, put it that way. All right, JetBlue. Oh, honors our veterans. Love the special liveries. water a second ago. Guess we'll be on the ground. Not even 10 minutes, I think. Oh boy. Well, this might change my plans a little bit. But we'll see. You know what? We'll always have hope. There's the shore. Wow, that rocky. Wow. Okay. Wow, I didn't think the runway was so far inland. Oh, there we go. All right, here we are. Welcome to the Dominican Republic, the very wet Dominican Republic. All right, well, thanks for the ride. Oh boy. All right, I filled in all my paperwork. It should be pretty easy getting in. All right, like I said, this might change my plans, although not fully. Uh-oh. Okay, it is raining and these shoes are okay. All right. This is the escalator of destiny or escalator of doom. Okay, well, we'll find out as soon as we make it to the bottom. Surprise, this is where we are, but I think I already mentioned that. I took pictures, which is good because I need to remember to take more pictures. I come back with hours of video and then I'm struggling to find a thumbnail. Duty free on arrival? You know, I really think the first time I ever saw that, or maybe the first time I really noticed it, because we don't have this in the US, was Abu Dhabi. I know. I didn't expect it. Maybe that's why it was so jarring. I don't know. Is this a lot? Jack Daniel's single malt, $99? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's fine. It's fine. I do have a package on this cruise because it was cheap. Really, it was like $200 to add. So I thought, why not? And I'm in no rush because it's raining. Seriously, that's that. You just gotta go with whatever. I don't know. 3 for $125. Is that good? 3 for $199. Haha. Fortunately, there's empty switchbacks for customs. I was about to say, our next assignment is to find a way out. I hope this is the right way out. I don't. Oh, here we go. Okay. There's no depth. That's why I can't see it. Okay, this is scary. It is empty. I imagine. Well, I was one of the last, maybe the last, off the aircraft because why not? And I will say that. Oh, customs. No, I'm sorry, immigration. They didn't even ask me any questions. Although they didn't ask to see the barcode from the e-ticket. And then she asked me where I was going, which I filled in on the e-ticket application. That's what they call it, the e-ticket, the ETA. So now I'm wondering, like, does she see it? Did she see it? That's so weird. All right, I'm pretty sure Uber is here. I think, yeah, I checked. The hotel is literally right adjacent to the property. Okay, yep, Uber. Yep, so there you go. What? We were just talking about that. All right, this way. And should I grab some to eat now? There's a Burger King. If there was a McDonald's, I would try that new sandwich if they had it here, because I have seen so many people posting on this. I just want to try. Like, what is the big deal? Apparently it's not very good, but people are talking about it. Wait, 385. What? I thought they used dollars here. Well, pro tip, if you don't like the food in the arrivals hall, just come upstairs because there's more. La Milanesa burger. Okay, and, whoa, there's a happy hour, but not now. Uber requested, wow, I miss Qatar. It's like 2 miles, and this is going to be the same price as it was to get to all of the theme parks in and around Doha. And how do they do it? I know how they do it. Don't ask questions. But it's awesome. All right, let's see. Uber Select, Uber. I guess I go to the... I chose Uber Planet. It's supposed to be an electric car, but it never is. That's probably some hybrid bullshit. All right, well, it's not Uber Select. So let's just go to the right. All right, I came out over there. That's where the signs were. I walked this way, and there it is. There's a sign, Uber pickup. Yeah, so keep walking. When in doubt, just keep walking. Where was it that it was a long way, but it was findable? That was... Okay, that's a great question. Where's the last time... Was that in... Where's the last time I took an Uber like this? No, I think it was here, but where was that? Okay, where was that? I remember very specifically going to the Uber pickup. Was that in Doha? But that was 2 weeks ago. I'm losing it. I know I travel too much. Well, actually, you know what? I do, but I know there's people that do this more. Okay, now it's going to be like all day, all afternoon. I'll figure it out. I showed you. Where was this? That I followed the signs to the Uber. Wah, wah, wah. Oh well. Checked in. It's 3 o'clock local, but the room's not ready. It's unusual. This is a crew hotel, which is good, very, very good. Airlines have a lot of requirements for their crew. In fact, when I was working for the airline, one of the ladies, she actually talked about this, and I think she even said there's a website out there that you can use to track what hotels, I guess by the airport, are crew hotels. And she was always like, yeah, if you can, get one of those, because the airline puts their people there. They've been vetted. Now this is a Hampton Inn, so I wasn't really worried about it. But yeah, if she was like, yeah, if I don't remember what the site is, I should look that up. But yeah, she would always. That's what she was saying. That's a great way to know if a hotel is good and safe, is to see if it's a crew hotel, like this one is. Yeah, because they're right there. Room is ready. I only waited maybe 10 minutes, but look at these prices. They seem like really good. Or actually, no, the liquor prices. Grey Goose, $7.20. Absolute Stolichnaya, $4.20 per drink. That is shockingly affordable. Okay, just FYI, you have to do this half the time. There we go. Oh, again? Oh, come on. Oh, okay. I guess there we go. 401 to 416. Okay, we made it. Here we are. Okay, all good to go. Regular size bed, lounger, whatever. Desk, TV, relatively new. And check this out. Complimentary water. Love that complimentary water. Like in Dubai. Oh my God, I think they left like 4 a day. And it's the desert. So I drank them. Okay, the sink is pretty normal. There is fat me. Okay, all good, all good. Okay, commode, plenty of towels. Wow, and a glass shower. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I have at home. So that works. All right. Well, I'm only here one night, and then off to La Romana for the cruise. Let's see what we got. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome to Santo Domingo. All right. So, we came from here, I guess, which means the airport must be right over there, I imagine. But let's go take a peeky poo at the pool because I want to. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, well, okay. They use normal American outlets here, and we got 2 USBs, and but only regular outlets here. That's fine. I thought about this. The ship. Okay, it's a European ship. I'm thinking, what if it only has European outlets? Probably not. But if it's a ship they send here to the DR, I imagine they would have to at least have these. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I managed on Celestial Journey, so we'll manage here somehow. We'll figure it out. Oh my God, I've not been to the gym in a couple of weeks. I know. Oh, Terrible, I know. Let's go check out the pool real quick. We'll also find the gym. I should, go in the morning so I don't have to worry about it on the ship. They look happy. Let's see. Piscina, pool, and gimnasio, gym. Perfect. And I see towels already. It is on the roof, by the way. Wow, look at this. Unfortunately, there's no bar service, and it is raining, which is not the worst thing in the world. Let's see. Push slide key into the reader. I guess you just tap. Whatever. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay. Oh, nice. Let's, okay, I have, what do I have? I have a bathing suit, obviously, and, it'll dry enough by tomorrow, I suppose. Maybe I'll just take a dip in the pool. I have another mission, which I theoretically could do tomorrow. It is not cold, believe it or not. Okay. Baños. Huh. Okay. Not bad. All right, let's see if we can... can we get back in? Yeah. The game, the gimnasio, push. Okay, now we need the reader. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I get it. I know. I'm tired. Relax. Oh, wow. Even more water. Check that out. All right. Here we go. And there's all of me. All right. Well, okay. It is what it is. One bench and a full set of dumbbells. That's a plus. Usually there's like one's missing. Okay. Wow. It is super echoey in here. Hello. All right. And oh, wow. Got a whole solar array. And that plot is fully covered in solar panels. Nice. I don't know. Just, okay. Okay, just, I keep saying I have a mission. There are 2 small kiddie coasters here in the Santo Domingo area. One is at a place called Olympic Park. It's right over here. It's on the water. It's like a carnival. And the other is in a mall, like the malls we went to in Dubai, like Jumeirah in Bahrain. That's literally, it's a big mall with an FEC and like one SBF coaster. Yeah. The thing is, okay, so likelihood of coming back to Santo Domingo. I'm here. Might as well just do it. I'm just tired and I'm hungry. That's the problem. That's not really a problem. It's easily fixed. What do I do? I decided to get a little bit fancy and come to a sit-down restaurant. This is Pizzarelli right here in the mall. And I got a chicken parm. Let's see how it goes. One of my favorites. And a Moretti. Yeah, we gotta, like I said, we have I have a package on this cruise, so, and I gotta do a little bit of prep work. I don't know if it's the perspective or whatever, but this looked extra freaky. I want a cookie. I gotta find a cookie, but it's not gonna be here at the food court. This is just like fast food stuff. Aha, we are back at, wait a second, seriously, Fifi? Postre Caseros. This sounds like the place. All right, I got my cookie, and I'm gonna head back now because I'm tired and it's time for bed. Y'all want me to eat the cookie in the bed, don't you? What a day. What a travel day. And yes, the Samsung Galaxy Flip 5 is the absolute worst. Has the absolute worst camera setup of any phone I've ever used. All right. Successful. Yeah, flew down here to Santo Domingo. The flight on Spirit wasn't bad at all, mostly because I had, 2 seats next to me. Well, another guest, she moved over to the aisle seat, which is fine. I wasn't using it anyway. And I just put my backpack up in the overhead bin. They weren't being fussy about that at all. There was plenty of space. And, that made it just kind of a bus ride, really. And that's totally fine. Schedule worked out. For 2 days, they kept saying the flight is delayed an hour. And then last night, I got another email. Oh, we managed to get your flight back on time. Great, thanks. It's fine. And yeah, okay, so it's a Hampton Inn. It's perfectly fine, no problems there. They have free breakfast. We'll be doing that, and I am glad I went and tried to ride the rides, because if I didn't, I would be like, I should have gone. I should have tried. It's one of those things where, I was just tired. That was all. I was really just tired. But once you get started doing something, you don't really feel it anymore, and that's exactly what happened. I knew that, but it's just getting over that initial hump is what's so hard. There you go. That's your pro tip for the day. Just get over that hump, and everything will just move along. Unfortunately, though, one is they don't run it in the rain. Or okay, actually, the park they don't run any of the rides in the rain, and it's still raining. So I didn't get to ride that one, and there'll be a vlog over on Empty Switchbacks for that. And then I went over to the Agora Mall for a little FEC. There was a little ride there, and I did that. Had some chicken parm, which is pretty good, and I am back here. A very successful travel day. I had no problems with the bag. It is exactly spirit sized. I'm pretty sure I said that before. But again, even the bins weren't, they were maybe half full. Well, in the back of the aircraft where I was. So yeah, no problems at all. I am going to finish this up. I'm actually, now I'm gonna copy some footage over from the other phone, which is gonna be so much better, by the way. Just dinner and stuff like that, because it was really in travel. Yeah, and we're done. Tomorrow, I'm gonna start, showing you what happens tomorrow. I don't know. It is a long day, maybe a long day. My boarding time is super late. I don't like that. I'm gonna show up like early afternoon, and if I have to sit around wait in the terminal, oh well. I mean, what are they gonna do? Not let me on board? They might actually. Apparently, that's just what they do around here. But it kind of sucks because that's like all day, and they count that. That's a cruise day, and next Sunday, they expect everyone to be off the ship at a normal time. So like, why? If the ship debarks at 8, why aren't you letting guests on until like late? That just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm gonna show up at a normaler time, like I don't know, maybe 2, and see what happens. I mean, what are they gonna? I just said make me sit in the terminal and I tell you about it. That's about it. All right, there you go. When you're tired, you don't feel like doing something, just think if you're gonna regret it later if you don't even try, and you'll know the answer. You'll know what you have to do, and that actually made the decision for me today. And I'm glad I did, because despite the weather, I did enjoy every moment.